Good, well, still morning, so good morning my fellow trucketeers. Today is Thursday the 16th of October, and we're doing a little POV to the solar site up near Winkley. I said to you I should probably do a POV of that drive, so I'm going to do it today. We have 26 ton of steel on the back of our little curtain sider. I know some of you don't like POV, so if you don't like it, turn off now, but other than that, I think everyone should watch this video. It's just going to be amazing. Some tight, windy, hilly roads, so I'm gonna, I say tight, they're not really that tight, but hilly and windy anyway, with a few little pinch points. So we'll get on and get up to the other side of Winkley to, I can't remember what it's called now, Chumley, is it? Something like that? Yeah, get up to the solar site up there and go get this stuff unloaded. So it's going to take about 30 minutes, so we will crack on and get up there. We'll do a see it, say it video, so I'll explain what I'm looking for and everything, and then we'll make our way up there safely and quickly, hopefully. So just on the A30 now. We're just about to come off in a mile. So I've driven down from Skelmersdale this morning. I left there at 5:30 this morning. Had a break at Taunton Dean Services, and now we are nearly at the customer. Go get this off, do something else for the day, and then go home because I have tomorrow off. Beautiful. Right, we're coming up to our exit now. So we'll just check our mirrors, check everything around, and by the second marker post, well, apply our indicator to say that we are coming off here. Engine brake on, and ease off. Only short slip roads here, so you gotta back off earlier when you're in a larger vehicle. Take the engine brake off now. We'll just carry our speed around the corner and back on the throttle. Coming up to a services here, so we're going to keep an eye out for people merging out of there. Now we're coming up to our turn here. Watch people coming the other direction. Got enough time to get in there, so we'll turn in quickly. Lovely. Alright, got quite a steep downhill now, so we won't approach too quickly. Straight under the engine brake and just let it hold us as we come down around here. Now it's relatively narrow down here. You can get two trucks past each other, but you do have to slow right down to almost nothing, because your mirrors do hang over the other side of the road. Oh, there's a truck coming up now, so we've already seen him over the hedge, so we're already slowing down. So as he's coming uphill, we'll give him the priority, and we'll stop ourselves and move over, because he's got the harder job of climbing up the hill than I have coming down it. Just all good stuff. I am actually front wheels up on the curb a little bit there. There we go. Engine brake's still on. We'll take that off for a minute and get ourselves down the road. So obviously a sign coming up saying the road narrows down here and telling us it's a bit zigzaggy, which it is, so it's best to keep your speed down a little bit through here, because you can't see what's coming the other way and you just don't know what's coming. So we'll keep our speed below 30 anyway. Back off off the engine brake and allow ourselves to start coming up now. This is quite a steep uphill now, so we will crawl up here because we've got 26 ton of steel on, so that means we're 42 ton. So we'll pre-select the gears, we'll knock ourselves down as low as we can and start the climb up. Oh dear, so she's had a bad day. Up over here and back over the A30 that we've just come off of. Couple of roads coming off from here. Just keep an eye out for there. People coming on and off this bit of road. We're all good. Obviously our black sign says trucks that way, so there could be trucks coming out of there. But you can see over the hedges anyway, so we can see there was nothing there. Alright, narrows up a bit again here, so we'll keep our eyes peeled for larger vehicles coming the other way. We'll keep our speed to about 30. Sign for tractors, so we're going to have tractors coming out of fields. As we all know, tractors have long bonnets, so keep an eye out for tractors emerging out of turnings. Oh, there's a large vehicle there. He's waiting for me because he is an absolute gem. So obviously all the hedges here means that our mirrors will be in the hedges if we try to pass each other. Whereas if you wait, there's impatient people waiting. Or not waiting even. Cheers, buddy. He knows the score. And we will continue on our way. Car drivers are generally impatient. If you see a truck stopping in front of you without hazard lights on or indicators or anything, just wait behind the truck. There's a reason he's stopping. He's probably stopping to let another large vehicle through, which in that case he was, because it was me. Alright, got a bit of a downhill now, so I'll just put our engine brake on halfway. There's another truck coming up the hill, but we should be alright. Plenty of room here, so we're all good. I'll keep the engine brake on because it's quite a long hill, this one, so you will pick up speed quite a bit. Starts to flatten out here, so I'll take the engine brake off. There we go. There's a truck coming around there. It's a little bit tight on the corners, so I'll nose myself into this entrance here. Just give them a bit of room from my trailer. There we go. Now we got a bit of a crawl up this hill, so we'll knock it down to 6th gear. Might even need 5th gear for this one. I might be right in 6th. She's working hard. Oh, coal's flying down it. Van behind us as well, so keep an eye on him because he might be wanting to try and overtake at some point. Most people are patient, will just sit behind you and wait, but you do get the few that can't wait. Don't mind people overtaking, but sometimes they do choose the wrong time to do it. Like you'd be on a nice big open straight, and as soon as you get into towards the end of the straight where there's a corner, then think, oh, I'll overtake the truck now. And then they get surprised because it takes them so long to overtake the truck that they're almost in the corner before they get in front of you. Alright, another sign for tractors here. It says a farm just down here. So, there's a ridge coming up. He's already knocked his mirror in by the looks of it. He's just going to continue on, fair enough. Alright. It's a high hedge, watch out for vehicles trying to merge out of there. We're all good. Again, markings on the road indicates heavy traffic coming in and out of there. Crest of the hill, we'll ease off the power and then apply the engine brake to maintain our speed down the hill. There's plenty of room for us to pass each other here. Bearing in mind he's a left-hand drive as well, so he's more likely going to stick out in the road than a right-hand drive truck. Oh, more trucks coming up. We'll ease off because we've got this hedge sticking out a little bit. There we go. Let everyone pass that's coming up the hill, and then we'll continue on down. Now we've slowed right down, we're nearly on the flat now, so we can have the engine brake off and then start building up speed for the hill again. Try and carry as much as we can up the hill. Not that this one's too bad. Again, being mindful there's mud on the road, luckily it's dry so it's not too bad. Sharp corner here, so we ease off the power, just let ourselves carry around the corner. Tractors turning, so be wary, there could be tractors coming out of fields, but we're all good. There could be heavy vehicles coming around this corner, so we'll start to ease off. There we go, we've got all big trees and that on our side now, so we've got to be careful with our mirrors. We'll move over a bit, let them up, and then we'll come back off the brake so we can move out past this hedge that sticks out. Farm there. Lots of farms around here. Lots and lots of farms. Oh, it's a bit more open here, so open it up a little bit more. Got to be mindful of the telegraph poles as well. Clipping your mirror on them if you're not careful. These ones are set back a little bit, so they're not too bad. Alright, a bit of a crest there. Got another crest coming up. So mindful we can't see vehicles coming up the road yet. Now we can. But we'll have the engine brake on ready as we're going down the hill. Obviously a blind corner coming up. You can kind of see through the hedges there of anything larger coming up. There we go. Alright, we'll slow down, let him come up. And then there we go. Through. Do need to sort of like be towards the centre of the road here because that wall's very close to the edge of the road. You'll end up taking your mirror off if you're not careful or scraping the wall.
We knock her down a gear, ready for the hill. So if your truck has eco mode, you probably wouldn't be able to do that, but it does help. Helps you not lose quite as much speed because you're trying to grab a hill going up, trying to grab another gear going up the hill, rather than being already set in that gear to climb up the hill. Alright, lots of turnings and signs here, so got to be very mindful of traffic coming and going. We will wait for this van and probably the car because we're heavy. We're going to take a little while to get out of here. And it's usually right where that cone when someone will start indicating to come this way. But no, everyone's going on. So get ready to go. Out we go. We do need to nip a little bit on the other side of the road. Not too bad on this one. Plenty of room. Right, obviously a bit of a hill here, so we can stop accelerating and let the weight of the vehicle pull us down the hill now. So we've got a narrow bridge down the bottom, all truck emerging, so we'll start applying the engine brake. He pulled out there pretty quick, so he's a lot lighter than us. There's a low bridge up ahead, but we're not going that far, and also a sign warning of oncoming vehicles in the middle of the road, so we know how we have a pinch point here. So we'll back off ready. Now, a bit of a blind corner, so you can't actually see anything coming till you're near enough in it. So you've got to be mindful, you might have to stop as you're halfway through because someone might be belting around a corner. Alright. Bearing in mind there's a 7.5 ton limit ahead, so we couldn't go ahead if we wanted to. Again with the low bridge as well. But we are turning off here. I've got to be mindful here that our trailer will nip onto the other side of the road a little bit, so you've got to watch out for people waiting to come out, how close they are to the edge of the road. And then obviously we've got to swing out to miss this corner. So there's a bit of a queue waiting there. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky to get past everyone. It's not impossible, but it's best to be mindful of that. Sometimes it'll be easier just to sit out on the road and let everyone out to give you the room to then get in. A little bit wider here now so we can get ourselves going. There's someone that watches the videos. You're on video, buddy. I guarantee he watches the videos. He flashed me and stuck his thumb up, so must either know me from Instagram, WhatsApp. No, not WhatsApp. Instagram, Facebook. That's a little bit narrow there. TikTok or most likely YouTube. Right, another sign warning us of narrow roads here, and then a turn-in emerging on the left, which is quite a blind one here. Thing is, corners like that, if you're in a car, you've got the bonnet ahead of you, so usually it's like coming out of our yard. You can't see anything coming down the road until your front wheels are over that line. Sometimes trying to come out of our yard's a bit of a nightmare. Doing a spraying job. Good man. Keep our crops going, buddy. Alright, we need to turn off here, so we'll start indicating now. Make sure no one's doing anything silly behind us. Lots of traffic coming the other way. It's a diversion sign, which always leads you to worry a bit. We'll get in there before he's down here. He's got time to act. He's coming this way anyway. And we're up and around. Again, you've got to watch vehicles coming around there because your trailer takes the corner up a little bit there. So if there's anyone coming around there, you've got to be mindful of that your trailer will go onto the other side of the road a bit. Alright, left hander here. Again, we'll just turn you do need the other side of the road a little bit, either before you turn in or as you're in the corner, so you can either nip a little bit here to get round, or stay on your own side there, and then, well, it might be alright today. Might just nip your bumper over a little bit, just keep yourself away from the curb, just slow everything right down. It makes everything a lot easier. And then we'll continue to climb up another hill. I told you it's very hilly and windy here. But we do come out here several times. There's a builders merchants, I guess, or no, I wouldn't class them as a garden centre. I'll say a builders merchants, but more of an agricultural sort of one. So yeah, they're sort of out this way, so we come up here a few times for that. But now we got this solar site, we come out a lot more. Coming over the crest of the hill, that's when you start to see larger vehicles. I think we're all good at the moment. Obviously we can see all the way up there at the moment, which is nice. Can't see this little bit, but you can see there's not a lot coming this way. So that also means the people behind us will be able to see a lot and probably attempt to try and overtake us. So I'll keep an eye out for people trying to overtake. Also farm entrance coming up, but we can see over the hedges anyway, so we'll be alright. Also mud on the road, that's why you got the sign saying that you could spin out and lose control. More likely in poor weather, but should be alright on a day like today. Sharper corner here, so we'll hold ourselves back a little bit. Don't go too fast around here. And then continue our speed on up the hill as best we can. Bit of a blind corner, so we'll back off ready. Oh, there's a tipper coming, so we're mindful of him racing by. Again, a little bit windy here, so we'll back the speed off a little bit. Last thing we want to do is put ourselves on our side. A bit of slope, knock it down a gear, foot down. Got a bit of a queue behind us, but that's fine. They haven't got driving time to worry about, I do. Alright, back on the engine brake now. It saves us having to use the foot brake and overheating our brakes. And the lower gear you are, the more efficient the engine brake is. So the slower you go, the more powerful the engine brake will hold you back. Or in this case, being a DAF, they are actually Jake brakes, would you believe? Because they are designed by Jacobs. So there you go. DAFs have Jake brakes. I mean, Jake brakes and engine brakes are the same thing. It's just Jake brakes are a brand of Jacobs brake. So there we go. Or Jacobs Engineering, I think it is. I can't remember. There's a matey on a mower there, so we'll keep an eye out for him. We'll give him a bit of a wider arc as there's nothing coming down the road. Give him plenty of room. Good old chap, there we go. Doing some mini farming today. I won't get much silage with that. Right, I'm going to try and crawl up the hill. Got a bit of room here, so we should be alright. There we go. Oh, beacons are on, mate. Probably weren't paying attention. No, they're still on. Don't have time to reach up for the button up there. opens out a little bit here, so we'll keep it steady. Tighter corner coming up, so we'll back off ready for that. Again, a bit windy, but there's no one coming the other way, so if you do need to nip the white line a little bit, give yourself a bit of a straighter run, totally fine. When it's clear, I do quite often straddle the white line a little bit on these roads, just to give myself a bit more room from the edge, obviously when it's clear to do so. A couple of corners coming up, so we'll just hold the speed steady. Now, so I do use my engine brake a lot on roads like this, but my actual foot brakes will still get quite hot, so it's always something to be mindful of. Back off the power a little bit, let the hill take us down. Truck coming the other way, he's doing what I normally do, straddle the white line a little bit, just to give yourselves a bit more room. Super tipper coming through, there we go. It's flat out and nothing with them boys. Right, so there's works coming up ahead. You can already see there's mud on the road, so it could be slippery conditions when wet. It's dry at the moment, so it's not going to be too bad. Just be mindful if you have to hit the brakes hard. Oh, from a field, sorry, farmer's field. There's works up there. So it could be the same thing, anything merging out of there as well. Right, engine brake on full, so we're going down the hill, foot brake applied as well. Oh, tipper coming up the hill, so we'll try and give them the, say tipper. More like a blower, I think. Keep the engine brake on. Brake off now, and we start building our speed back up for the climb up the hill. We are now in Winkley. We've got to get out to the other side, 10 minutes away. Little truck coming down the hill. He's got somewhere to be. Yep, there we go. Brushing hedges on that side. Busy along here today with trucks. Alright, we've got a left hand turn coming up, or a T-junction technically. So, got to watch out for vehicles coming and going, doing what they need to do. People cutting corners, we'll start indicating. Probably a touch early, but there you go. So I'll get ourselves out to the right. And it gives our room for our trailer to make that corner. Oh. So we'll turn in a little bit sooner then, because we went out to the right and our trailer should cut in nicely over there. There we go. Watch out for him trying to pull out, because he'll probably need a bit on my side of the road. Being nice and waiting, which is good. I'm trying to crawl up a hill. The garage there, you've got to be careful of garages, because although they won't necessarily come right out into the road, sometimes you've got to move their vehicles around and they will sort of dip into the road a little bit, so always be mindful around garages. We've got trees overhanging on our left a bit, so we'll probably catch them on our mirrors. Maybe not, we were okay. We missed them. Right, there's a sight on the left here, so did I say right a minute ago? The trees I meant left. So obviously you can see mud on the road, be mindful of that in wet conditions, because it could be slippery. Play park there, so got to watch for kids that might run out in the road. There's always things like that. Though at 12 o'clock on a Thursday they should be in school, but it's always best to keep an eye out. roads are a little bit nicer from this point on, well, after this next corner. Here's the place I was on about we sometimes deliver to. It's right in there. You've seen me go there before. Oh, that's a bump and a half. Right, now we've got quite a tight corner here, so we've got to watch out for large vehicles, because either of us will need either's side of the road. Obviously watch out for cars, because I need to go on the other side of the road to get my trailer around that curb. You can see where everyone gets their trailers up on that curb, because sometimes a little bit impatient and then just rush around and then, oh, I'm up on the curb. But the road's a lot nicer from this point, a lot more room, a lot less stuff to worry about. Road's closed, so we know we can't go that way. Oh, it's a big vehicle, and because I've got trees on my left hand side, I'm going to pretty much slow down to nothing for him, because otherwise I'll end up knocking my mirror in, or knocking his mirror. So there we go. Sometimes I just stop to make it easier. I won't be the one to force my way through. Even though other people will refuse to stop, I'll always be the one to generally try and stop. Because if at least one of us can get away without a broken mirror, I hope it's going to be me, if you know what I mean. I've got turn-ins for places here, so you watch out for cars trying to emerge. They're all good. They say more signs, more paint, more danger. So the more markings there are on the road, the more signs there are up, the more likely there is to be vehicles trying to go places and move around. So yeah. We are nearly on site. Though the TomTom's not going to take us directly to site, it takes us it turns us off before we actually get to site, but it should be roughly about the same sort of time. Alright, it's usually along here where you try and get vehicles trying to overtake. Not on this bit, but once you get around this sort of corner here. We're mindful on this road. It is a little bit bumpy. There's a couple of undulations, they say, that will sort of unsettle your trailer and wobble you about a bit, so you do have to be somewhat careful, but it's not too bad along here. I've got a bit of a dip, so you've got to be careful here of larger vehicles. Down a gear. Might need to go down one more. 8th might hold it. 8th I hold it. Yeah, 8th's good. I'll keep it in 8th. Again, farm entrances, mud. Be wary. Right, going down the hill, engine brake on. Got a narrow bridge here, so watch out anything coming the other way, but you can see over the top of that tree but there was nothing coming, so fire on through. That was a coach. Thing is, the faster you travel, the further ahead you have to plan, so you got that as well. Right, we've got a woolly animals thing, which you might have people coming and going from there, so it's a bit of an attraction thing, so not so much this time of year, I guess. I don't know, maybe more of a weekend thing. Right, we've got some road signs up ahead, so there could be something going on here. Maybe some roadworks. I'll start to back off a little bit. Site entrance. Ah, here we go. Oh, this is for the solar site. Oh, they got 40-mile-an-hour signs here now. They didn't have these before. Okay. So we'll start indicating over, because the gate might not be open, so we can slow everyone down behind us. That makes sense. We're going to flash that little polo in, let them go, otherwise they'll be waiting for me. Alright, wait for this guy to come down, and then we'll turn in. Get in the site. Is the gate open? Oh, just let me go. Thank you. No, the gate's not open. There's our man. We're still stuck out on the road a little bit, so there we go. All good. Alright, boss. Straight on up, yeah? Cheers. Around that bit of fence. I think we're all good. There we go. There we go. So that was our POV drive. It's been a little while since I've done one, so I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Ugh. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Ugh. Share the video with someone you think might like it, and leave a comment. What do you think of my POV? It's been a while since I've done one, but yeah. Try and do some more if I go somewhere interesting at some point. Take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely, thanks for trucking around with Jono, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye!